What's up everybody, my name is CollegeSportsREVIVED and welcome back to the NBA 2K22 series here on the PlayStation 5, episode 94 today, and this one is a big one. We're tied 1-1 with our arch rivals in the conference finals as we head back to New York, and there are three possible conclusions at the ending of this installment. We could win both games and clinch the first NBA Finals for the Knicks since '99 while finally defeating the biggest rival of my career, the Heat. We could split the two games today, which will take us to a winner-take-all Game 5, or we could drop both games, forcing us to play one more season to try to finally win that elusive championship trophy to end off this series. All I can say is, if Games 3 and 4 are anything like the battles from last episode, this will be a very fun time today. Game 1 was an 8-point road victory to open up the series, but despite the win, I was ready to put this 9.8 turnover game behind me. It was one of the worst playoff games of my career, but that's exactly what I did. I poured in 20, 12 assists, and had Kyle Lowry in jail in Game 2. But this time around, we took the loss. We made it interesting in the fourth, but we just didn't play a good enough team game to win. Speaking of team wins, one of the best teams of all time took Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Our boy Deshaun chipped in 16, as the 71-win Mavericks are looking to take down the 7-seed Cinderella of the West with no drama. Deshaun's ready to repeat as champions, you can tell. He's seen pretty much an uptick in every stat during this Mavs playoff run. We're going to sim Game 2 of that series. Of course, I'm cheering on Deshaun, but the prospect of playing a 71-win team in the finals, if all goes well today, is not an ideal situation. And the Warriors held tough tonight. However, it appears that they're going to be down 2-0 as the series heads to Golden State as the Mavs pull away in the fourth for an 11-point win. The MVP himself was a 1 rebound away from a 30-point triple-double. Luka is on another level right now. And for the second straight game, Deshaun scored 16. It's time to head back to the Garden, where we've been so dangerous all postseason and behind the loudest building in the league. It's no wonder the pregame introductions in this building never get old. I need this place rocking tonight. This is a rivalry that I have a chance of getting the last laugh on. The Heat broke up my Pelicans team. They broke our hearts a season ago in the conference finals. And I'll be doing everything in my power to try to get the final laugh on Bam, Jimmy Butler, and Brandon Ingram tonight. South Beach won, the orange and blue won. Let's tip it off as Obi, who struggled on offense through Game 2, wins the jump as we jump into things tonight. So, both teams coming up a little bit short on the first couple possessions. This has been turning into more of a defensive series compared to the Wizards series and our second round series. As it's 8 seconds left to shoot here on this possession, I kind of messed up the play here. I was about to curl right, but instead I curl left, but it's Ferran bailing us out and bailing me out from being in Coach Tom Thibodeau's doghouse, perhaps, as I kind of messed up the play there, surprisingly. Normally you don't see me lacking like that too much. So here comes Miami, still looking for their first basket. It's Jimmy Butler falling to his left. Good defense as a team, but Miami also getting on the board. You see Butler averaging 17 so far through the first 2 games of this series. As I grab a little dribble handoff from Ferran for 2 of my own points. Alright, so we'll keep it pushing here. 7 apiece with 7 minutes left to play here in the first quarter of action. As it's Donovan and Ferran running a pick and roll, as stopping and popping, it's Ferran for another 2 points. He's matched the Heat scoring output so far, and we're about halfway through the first, so Ferran perhaps on pace for a crooked number in points tonight. He's averaged over 30 here in the playoffs, as that lob attempt is way out of control. Not a good decision there, and I'll take that coast to coast for my second field goal. Alright, so 7 points from Ferran, 4 points for me. That's the scoring makeup for the Knicks so far, as we'll keep the ball in my hands. Montrezl Harrell and Donnie G both setting screens for me. Looks like I have some space to get to the rim, but I kick it out at the last second for Obi Toppin to take a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Big shot there by Obi. He's coming off a pretty tough game 2, and he's only shot 8 for 20 entering this game against the Heat, as Lowry, really bad look there. Not even halfway through the shot clock, he's already forcing that shot up as I rotate the ball again to the left corner, and now it's Ferran for 3 of his own. 17-9, putting the pressure on the top seed in the East to begin Game 3. We'll see if the bench has our back, and they do a little, decent performance there, coming back in, still up by 5, but you gotta love the way we're defending and playing a lot more free than Game 2. We're looking for a better team effort. The big 3 played great in Game 2, and we defended well, but we gotta get the other guys involved as well. As I'm diving on the floor for the loose change, I just can't pick it up. But once again, you have to like the way we're defending so far. We're hustling just like we were last episode. They do get the bucket there though, Tyler Hero for 2. And now Miami has a chance to tie it up with a 3-pointer here. Me versus Jimmy Butler, as him and Bam run a pretty powerful pick and roll. Both those guys are physically superior than most of the guys on the floor, so it's going to be tough covering that if they keep going to it. Josh Hart, my former teammate, picks up an assist there to Adebayo, who's always been such a thorn in our side, man. Bam's been crazy every single matchup, it feels like. He actually enters today with 7 blocks. He had 4 in Game 1, 3 in Game 2. As we retake the orange here, Ferran spinning his way on top of Bam to get 2 gutsy points. He doesn't care about those 7 blocks for Bam entering this game. He doesn't care at all. He'll take the crafty layup inside to continue scoring a lot of points today. I almost knock another one loose. 3 seconds left. Great defense at the end of this possession, but we just let Butler get out of our grasp for 1 second, and Miami has clawed all the way back to tie it up at 37 apiece with 5 minutes to play here in the first half. I help out too much on Ingram, but hey, that's Josh Hart, my former teammate. I'm fine. We'll live with that, as Ferran dribbles out the ball and sets up this Knicks offense that's looked pretty good so far, turning on the Jets, beating Josh Hart. 1 extra pass to Donnie G as the big 3 orchestrates a lead, taking 3-pointer of our own to answer right back with some retaliation. Timeout, Eric Spoelstra. Looks like we're about to head into the locker room as Tom Thibodeau takes out the big 3 for the rest of the half. Can the bench do a little bit better this time around? It's time to find out. Fade to black, come back in, and Miami has taken the lead. 51-49. It's been a very competitive ball game so far. Game 3, you can tell both these teams know that this could be the rubber match right here. This could be what determines all the marbles, because whoever wins this is 1 win away from the NBA Finals. 18 for Ferran, 6 and 3 for myself, and only 1 field goal for Donnie. It's not often you see him struggling like this, but he's not the only one either. This is kind of what you saw in Game 2 a little bit. You got guys playing really well or really bad. Me and Ferran really well. Donnie, Boban, and Montrez, all not that great. And Obi Toppin's also 1 for 4 too. So we got some guys. We got to get going. This can't be a 2-guy effort. This has to be a collective bunch here. As here we go. This is a good way to start off for me personally. I want a little uptick in my production as well. I'm not doing anything too bad, but I've also been a little quiet so far as I step to the line. Great way to get some easy looks, and this will bring us back within a bucket. So 8 points and 4 assists now. 55-51, Miami leads as it's Donnie rolling, and I see he's got the mismatch on him. Miami's been switching their pick and rolls all series long. Yep, we're going to take advantage of that. No way Lowry can contest Donnie. But Donnie's only got 5 field goals so far. That's got to change. I got to give him more opportunities to score. All right, a stop and a score can tie it up. It's Lowry who has it taken away, and Toppin picks up the steal. I see Montrez in the rear view mirror. What a way to tie the game, but oh no, Bam is shaken up. And this looks pretty serious. He's writhing in pain. Oh my goodness, what happened? Bam Adebayo. He's holding his arm as this place goes quiet. Wow, this has been an intense start to the 3rd quarter as Obi and Bam fighting for the loose ball, and I guess Adebayo almost got entangled up in there. Oh no, this is not what you wanted to see. And as I walk past Bam, my heart goes out to him because I know what this is like. I've been here before. My rookie season, all the way back in my rookie season, I had that torn MCL in my first ever playoff series against Donnie when he was on Portland. I know exactly how this feels. to perhaps have your season cut short. We'll see if we see Bam again or not, but he heads to the locker room, so it's definitely a long shot to see Adebayo make his return. But it just so happens Thad Young actually led the Heat in scoring in the first half, so at least they'll have some scoring and perhaps pack a punch off the bench as we record yet another steal here in the third quarter. Little pull-up J to give me double digits. We got to continue to play, man. Really sucks to see Adebayo go out, especially someone who's been such a thorn in our side every single time we play. I mean, he's definitely been the hardest guy to defend against in all 3 playoff matchups against the Heat in my career. But it moves on, and we got to continue to play here. And look at this. How about this? How can you leave Ferran open like that? Jordan Clarkson, who won 6th Man of the Year last year, leaving Ferran wide open as he tries to cheat the pick and roll. Yep, Ferran, he enters in, zones in on 30 points on the night as he ties up at 67 apiece. And we're also zoning in on the fourth quarter as well. This is still anybody's game as I'm trapped here, but I draw the foul from Clarkson and I'll actually step out. And we come back in Miami without Bam against our bench. Goes on a huge run, 80-69 all of a sudden. What happened? A 13-2 run in the last 3 minutes of the third quarter? What happened? Oh my goodness. But what a take there by Ferran to at least bring it back to double, or rather single digits. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the bench tonight. Boban's having a tough game, along with other bench players, as this is a lob. Come on, Lowry, that's not Bam. Thad Young lets it go right through his hands, and I hit the trailer on the break. It's Donnie, who's slowly turning things around, but still not playing well, and perhaps a little frustrated here as he jaws with Brandon Ingram a little bit. But if there's a way to get Donnie back on track, this is the way to do it. He's been one of the best free throw shooters at that forward position in the entire NBA and pretty much his entire career. So knocks down 2 there, but still not a lot of progress made 3 minutes here into the third, or rather fourth. It's an 11-point Heat lead as Clarkson has his pocket picked by Ferran. Number 1 leads the break. Kick out to me. It's a risky shot, but it's nothing but net. That is a huge 3 from the corner to bring us back within 8. We needed that one badly. 86-78. Good defense there by Obi Toppin as he gets a hand up on Brandon Ingram. Donnie leads the break, finds me, and I'll use Lowry's momentum against him to get to the rim. And how about the Rondo layup underneath to give me 17 points, 5 unanswered points from only me, myself. And I bring my field goal percentage up to 7 of 12, but Lowry shot out of a cannon to deliver 2 points. You've seen him, he's been cold. I held him to 2 for 15 shooting in game 2, and it's kind of been more of the same tonight, but there's a big basket there as Jimmy Butler tries to deliver a layup of his own to no avail. Ferran turns on the Jets, extra pass, pump fake, I get past Kyle Lowry to soar up over Brandon Ingram. Not often you see me punch one down, but I get it done this time as we head into the replay booth. This has been an awesome fourth quarter for me. I think the only reason why Ingram didn't swat that back was because I don't think he expected me to soar up. I don't think anybody did, but Thad Young with his own dunk to bring it back to 10. This has been an awesome fourth quarter for me personally. I've already got 9 out of my 19 here in the fourth quarter of play. I've gotten it done from all 3 levels scoring, but it won't matter if we can't make some progress here. Time is slowly ticking down. Ferran trying to take on 3 Miami Heat players, and then he'll kick it out to Obi for another New York Knicks 3. Huge shot for the orange and blue. Toppin with his best game of the series to this point. He's really done a good job turning around. What a half he's played. 92-85, Tyler Hero to the rim, it's swatted. I think both Obi and Ferran got a little piece of that. Ferran skip pass, Donnie for 3, oh my goodness, Donnie, he's really struggled here in the fourth quarter, and then a frustration foul on Thaddeus Young. Oh man, that was the shot to bring us back within 4. Donnie needed that. 1 for 5 shooting from 3 as he now falls to 3 for 12 from the floor. Oh man, how does that not go down? It was halfway down. But Donnie just can't catch a break tonight. 92-85, Ferran wants 2 more as he's heating up. Oh my goodness, 30 points on the Knights. And I shouldn't even be surprised. Fordham is averaging 30 points on the dot for this playoff run. He has really brought his name into the upper echelon of scorers, as if he didn't already do that in his NBA career. And he'll keep the ball, trying to beat PJ Tucker off the bounce. A lot of contact there, but it falls out. And now Tyler Hero will kick it out to Kyle Lowry as I lose track of number 7. Oh man, what a mental mistake. I was trying to get back and help on the Tyler Hero drive, but Lowry leaks open, but so does Fordham here. That was a gorgeous pass as Fordham keeps moving, but man, that might have just sealed our fates. Under 2 minutes to go, and we just could not afford it in that stage of the ball game. It's now a 6-point Miami lead. Me and Montrez running a little pick and roll, but how about 2 more points? 21 on the night, and 11 of those have come in the fourth quarter. What a way to try to claw and scrap our way back into this game. I've stepped up when we needed it most as Jimmy Butler, who's had a rough game on Donnie G, as he swats it. What defense played by Donnie as he rushes the ball up out of control. It's taken away by PJ Tucker. Oh man, another mistake for Donnie, but no harm, no foul. Montrez, big underneath. Oh man, it's another missed shot by Jimmy Butler though, and if there's one thing you can say, at least Donovan is making it hard for Jimmy Butler too, as Butler's not shot a good percentage either, as he almost takes it away from me as the pick and roll is locked down upon. 5 seconds to shoot. Donnie keeps moving. He needs this one bad, and so do we. Knicks back within 1. What a run for the orange and blue. MSG on their feet, chanting defense. We were just down by 8 with 2 minutes to go. We've come all the way back. What a stop by number 3. Donnie G can't force a mistake this time though. He just resets the offense back to me. We're at 30 seconds left to play. You know what? The pick and rolls have been working. Let's see if I can go back to Donnie for 2 more. Let's go. We've taken the lead. We were just down by 8 points with 2 minutes to go, but a huge run by the Knicks. It's 10 unanswered points, and Donnie has taught us a very valuable lesson. You can struggle all game long, but when your number is called and you step up, that's all that matters. 5 unanswered points, and it's been the biggest 5 for anybody on the game, and Donnie's delivering them. 21 points, 10 assists for me. It won't matter if we can't get this stop though. Almost a near steal. 20 seconds left, and now, oh, I almost poked this one loose again as the entry pass inside to Ingram is tipped out of bounds. The Miami Heat looking for some more offense inside without Bam Adebayo. They don't have Thad Young on the floor right now. Instead, it's KZ Okpala. They're just trying to find somebody to play the center as Thad Young is exhausted. He's played a lot of the 5 minutes here in the second half. 15 seconds left. Miami can take the lead with a bucket, and it's blocked. Donnie G with another rejection. I can't believe the level of defense he's been playing. Well, hey, Spoelstra said, screw it. Thad Young, you might be exhausted, but we need you. He's been their top scorer on the game. He's had an awesome game 3 in the response of Adebayo getting hurt. Thad Young has been the hero for the Heat as he looks to be the hero on this final possession. I jump on Kyle Lowry, he gets past me. 7 seconds left. This one's blocked, but right into the hands of Tyler Hero. 3 seconds left. I jump on Lowry. He's open for the win. It leaks out. It leaks out. New York holds on. 96-95. I cannot believe it. Oh, what a comeback. And what a final possession. I almost smoked this game for us, but what defense played inside. Thad Young had a chance to take the lead. Hero surprisingly passed out of that shot, and I was expecting Kyle Lowry to shoot that 3, but he hits me with a little head and shoulders fake, takes a dribble in, the best look you can ask for, but it cannot drop. It was halfway down, but we catch a break, and New York takes game 3. 2-1, we go up in the series. Oh my goodness, this might have been game of the freaking series right here. Oh, the big three with a sigh of relief, including me. I do not know how I would have lived that down if Kyle Lowry hit that shot on me. Oh man, 32 points, 13 of 20 for Ferran as he continues to star 4 made threes, 21 and 10 for me, including an awesome fourth quarter. And how about Donnie G? I mean, look, I had my horrible game 1 with 8 turnovers and only 9 points in game 1. Well, the team came through for me and we still won that game. Same thing with Donnie here. And honestly, despite him not shooting great, you take away those missed shots and turnovers, he still was super productive. Thad Young led the Heat with 19, Kyle Lowry with 17. He was this close to being the hero, but he just could not drop at the end. I can't believe it when I saw that not rim in. That had to be one of the best games ever played on the channel. It had NBA Finals implications, it had movie level drama, and the fact that we moved one win away from finally beating the Heat, it feels so sweet. But there is some news from the Miami Heat training staff that goes viral. Bam Adebayo, who only played 12 minutes before exiting due to an arm injury, is out for the rest of the NBA playoffs due to a dislocated elbow sustained while fighting for a loose ball. Man, I want nothing more than to finally beat these guys. They've been a huge thorn in my side the entire series, but to see Bam have his season cut short like this, it's tough news to hear, especially since I know how it feels with my torn MCL back in my rookie year playoffs. Through the 3 playoff series against South Beach over the past 3 seasons, Bam has easily been the biggest threat to us. Nothing but respect for him. We'll see if Miami still has enough offense without him. A big reason why they've been so hard to defend against was him being such a big lob threat that opened up the floor so much for the Heat. Can't say Thad Young will present the same skill set, so we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, Game 3 of Dallas and Golden State is getting underway out in Cali. Will the home court advantage assist the Warriors at all? Well, no, can't say it did, as Dallas hangs 140 on them to complete their second sweep of the playoffs. Dalshawn and his teammates, they're newly crowned back-to-back Western Conference champions. They also seek back-to-back rings to complete one of the greatest NBA seasons ever recorded. And if having a big three of Luka, Deshaun, and Porzingis wasn't enough, Tim Hardaway Jr. put up 32 himself. This team will be impossible to beat if we let their secondary pieces have games like that. Deshaun closes out the series with 25. The Mavericks have punched their ticket to the finals. We look to do the same as Game 4 gets underway. I do not want to live stream in South Beach. I want to get this done today, but then again, you saw how resilient they were in Game 3 without Bam Adebayo. This might be a lot harder than you think. Let's find out. Alright, so let's hop into it. This is our last chance to get this thing done at home as I curl off a screen set by Ferran, and I got eyes in the back of my head. A pretty first assist to get us on the board, 2-2 early on. But it would not be a lot of scoring here in the early goings, and with 6 minutes left to go, only 10 combined points between these two teams. For some reason, well, I can think of plenty of reasons actually, but just with these two teams and their makeup, it's been a lot more defense played in this series than the first two for us. We've only seen 2 times a team has broken 100 on a game. We did back in Game 1 and then Miami did in Game 2, so obviously a lot more defense played as this series goes on. I've got 3 assists, but not even a basket for me until I get Kyle Lowry jumping on the up fake. And yeah, it's safe to say that Miami looks like a much different team without Bam Adebayo in the lineup. Only 2 buckets so far at this point in the game, but that is a beautiful up and under move on the baseline. Very crafty there. So we're going to head into the second quarter now. It's 7:26 left to play here in the second quarter, and Miami still has not broken the 20-point threshold. Donnie to Toppin to me. Inside to Toppin, who, yes, I know he's a really good finesse player, but he uses some muscle there to give me another assist. I've got Kyle Lowry shooting 1 of 7. Earlier on, we saw at the bottom of your screen, Brandon Ingram shooting 1 for 5. Miami, which is not enough offense so far, and they can only muster 32 points heading into the locker room. Clearly, this is just not the same team without Bam Adebayo. So far, so good, though, for us. As we see Donovan rebounding well, 8-4 here to lead the Knicks. Quentin Grimes playing a good game off the bench, along with some other bench players, but not me personally. I had that slump in game 1, and it looks like I'm kind of back to it. 2 for 8 here, and only 4 points for me. And Ferran's also not nearly had the same impact, but he's been playing an incredible defense all across the board. I mean, we all kind of have been. As their leading scorer is Jimmy Butler with 6, 2 for 7 for Ingram, and 1 for 7 Kyle Lowry. And Thad Young has so far not been able to match that magical game 3 for him personally. Only 1 basket for him so far. All right, so a couple possessions here into the second half, and clearly it's becoming more and more apparent that we are just not playing the same team right now. No Bam Adebayo means no lob threat inside, and also no real way to collapse the defense. Obviously, you're seeing Kyle Lowry struggle. You're seeing Brandon Ingram struggle as they turn the ball over once again. Donnie G, nice entry pass inside to me. I continue to struggle personally, but these 2 free throws should definitely help, and I've also been passing the ball well tonight. 7 assists, that's even good by my standards. As I step back to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and I'd make them both to extend the lead to 18 as we continue to coast entering the 4th quarter. We just got to play our game, and hopefully we will not recreate last year's Game 5. I do not want some crazy comeback by South Beach with no Adebayo. It can't be in the cards as I give this one off to Montrezl Harrell as I approach a double-double, and we approach our first final since 1999 and my first final since 2 seasons ago. 80-67, just a couple more highlight plays to show as we try to tick down this clock as a Euro step my way to a double-double. Kyle Lowry once again having a tough game tonight, along with a lot of these Miami Heat players. I think they just had their psyche shot after Adebayo, and after he was down, they still played well. They probably should have won game 3, but to have your star player go down and to have the rest of you guys step up in place of him and having everybody get you back in the game, and you should still win that game, but you just don't. Like, that was one of the most heartbreaking losses. I can't imagine being on the Heat for that one. Yeah, they just did not come to play tonight. Come on, Donnie, take us home. 1 more 3, why not? Oh, man, what a game. And how about we listen to this MSG crowd? Let's go, boys. I've waited 3 years, ever since that heartbreaking finals loss to break up my Pelicans team. 3 years to finally beat that Heat team, and we get it done tonight. How about one more block by Donnie G for a little bit more salt in the wound? 94-71. What a statement win to take us into the finals as the Knicks clinch their first finals appearance since 1999. And it's time, boys. It's time to fight for another NBA Finals ring. And I am ready for it, man. I'm excited. Especially going to go up against Deshaun in the finals. And the NBA's biggest stage, that is what awaits us. Oh my goodness. This is going to be fun. Especially after we just beat Miami. I've been waiting 3 years for that feeling, but we're not done yet. We raised the Eastern Conference Finals trophy. The Knicks are heading back to the NBA Finals against the 71-win Dallas Mavericks. Oh my goodness. Let's not get caught up just yet, though, on what is ahead. Let's enjoy this for the time being and then handle business when it comes time. 20-13 for Donnie G. It's good to see him rebound well and really carry the squad tonight. 14-12 for myself. 9-13 for Montrezl Harrell. That was his best game of this series. And Ferran, only 8 points. I guess we all had our bad performances one by one, didn't we? I played terrible in game 1. Donnie played terrible in game 3, but he did make those big 5 points to take the lead. And I guess Ferran got his bad game out of his system in game 4. So, back in the finals. We'll see if this is the season that we get it done. If it's not, we come back for one more season. If it is, series done. We gotta see what we have left in the tank. hopefully these last two crazy series against Brooklyn and Miami didn't take too much out of the gas tank for us. As we see, this Mavericks team, no joke, 71 wins, third best record of all time. They've only lost 3 games at home. They lead the league in points per game. They lead the league in points allowed, or rather, least points allowed. And this Mavericks team is absolutely insane. And I can't believe our luck. I mean, we've been in the finals 3 times now, me personally, and this is by far the hardest challenge that awaits us. And I'm 0-2 in the finals, so I should say something on what awaits next episode. Oh my goodness, it's almost like a storybook, writing right now. Me, Donovan, and Ferran versus Deshaun and the Mavericks, one of the best teams of all time, in the finals. It's just like high school all over again. Oh my goodness, what a way to end off this episode. And season 6 looks like it's going to be a crazy finish, and I hope I have you guys there for me whenever we go and attack the Dallas Mavericks. So that'll be coming in the next installment. That might be the final series of this series. We'll find out. A lot riding on those next 5 games against Deshaun and the Dallas Mavericks. I hope to have you guys there. My name is CollegeSportsREVIVED. I'm signing out. This was a crazy episode. Glad you could join me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for Season 6 NBA Finals. Stay tuned for that, everybody. I'm signing out. Peace, everybody. Hope you guys have a good night.